Hey, what the fuck is up, guys? So today I'm going to be going over Charybdis in my A to Z 3v3 Joust guide series, starting out with her auto attack progression chain. It is a 1-1.4.4.4, and those point fours attack in the same speed that this 1 attacks in. So interesting auto attack chain. Her passive is Raging Tide. It's essentially the same as Poseidon's. Every time she does an auto attack, she gains 2% Tide. That'll give her extra attack speed, that's 10%. And then plus 0.75 per level, maxing out at 25% extra attack speed, depending on how much Tide you have. Also, item proc effects are reduced by 30% due to her having such a fast auto attack chain. Her one ability is called Spike Shot. This augments her auto attacks. They travel a little bit faster, and they are wider auto attacks. They also pass through minions. They stop on gods and walls. They do 80 to 100% damage to minions. They splinter as well after stopping on a god or hitting a wall, dealing 10 to 30% or 10 to 30 base damage with 15% physical power scaling. And you also gain 2% Tide for each time they hit an enemy. This auto attack augmentation lasts for 4 seconds and has a 14-second cooldown on it. Capsize is her 2 ability. This is her ability you're going to want to level up first. It is a cone in front of her that gets bigger the more it's charged, and it gets charged up by consuming your Tide meter. So if you don't have Tide, it cannot be charged up. But it is 80 to 280 base damage with 85% physical power scaling. At max Tide, you get 30% extra scaling. This is physical power scaling, not extra damage. It's not 30% more damage, it's extra physical power scaling. So that makes it have 115 physical power scaling. It also does a 40% slow at max Tide, 40% protection, physical protection reduction at max Tide as well. And that lasts for 4 seconds. Now these debuffs decay over time. So they'll start out at max, and then over that 4 seconds, they'll slowly trickle down to having 0 effect. I don't know the exact numbers on it, but let's just say, after 2 seconds, instead of a 40% physical power reduction, it's like 20%. That's kind of the idea you can kind of think behind it. This ability consumes up to 40% Tide at max charge up, and has a 16 to 12 second cooldown. Her 3 ability is called Whirlpool Form. This is probably her coolest ability in her kit. After a half-second channel time, she becomes untargetable and is immune to damage for up to 3 seconds, dealing 10 to 30% base damage every 0.5 seconds with 5% physical power scaling. If she clicks this button again, she'll do amplified damage, dealing 20 to 60% base damage with 10% physical power scaling, so just double the damage. And also she'll get a knock-up on this ability too. After she stops channeling the ability, whether she exits out of it herself or after those 3 seconds are done, she'll do 60 to 220 base damage with 65% physical power scaling, and then knock up anybody in her targeter. While she is in the normal state of this ability, it is 20% extra movement speed. When she goes amplified, it is 40% extra movement speed. When you amplify this ability, it costs 30% Tide as well. Really good ability, though. You can dodge new ults. You can basically just dodge any sort of damage. I mean, you can dodge a Poseidon Kraken. You don't get stopped in this ability, too, by being crippled. You can just kind of jump into it, which is super cool. It has a 17 to 15 second cooldown as well, depending on how you level it up. Her ultimate ability is called the Maw Hungers. This makes her CC immune. Basically, it's like Scylla's ultimate. It's the exact same stuff in Scylla's ultimate, except a different targeter. So she becomes crowd control immune for 6 seconds, gaining movement speed, which is 35 extra movement speed, 35%. And she's able to be in this form for 6 seconds. How it sort of attacks is it's a cone in front of her, and you can kind of move the cone forward or backwards, depending on where you want it to hit. If you move it at max range, it'll push out. Anybody in a line in front of her will get pulled with it, dealing 60 to 80 base damage with 20% physical power scaling, and then it'll bite them down, dealing 300 to 700 base damage with 150% physical power scaling. You can also choose just to bring the cone right in front of you. If it doesn't drag them, it doesn't do that charge damage. It'll also stun them for 1.3 seconds, and then if she kills an enemy god with it, it'll reset and she can use this ability again, being able to channel it for 6 seconds if she doesn't use the attack on it. So yeah, essentially Scylla's ultimate, different targeter. As for a build for Charybdis, I've been having a lot of luck with Leather Cowl, the Crusher, Aussie as sort of a base on my build. And then at that point, I either go Wind Demon, Dominance, maybe a Kin Size, but in this sort of stance, I usually like Wind Demon for that crit. So I'll go Wind Demon, choose my penetration item, which is Dominance, and then go Kin Size, because it does really good with her auto attack effects, or you can go like a Deathbringer or something. If you need a little bit more defense, I think Spirit Robe's really good, or a Magi's Cloak. Relics Beads is really good, Aegis is really good, Heavenly Sprint's really good. And then when you want to level up her abilities, I recommend putting a point of the 1, the 2, the 3, level up the 2 whenever you can, level up the ult whenever you can, and then the 3 whenever you can, and then save the 1 for the very last. Anyway, that's how I would sort of build Charybdis in an ability overview. Let's move on to the next thing. Hey guys, so I just want to go over a little bit of tech information for Charybdis. Her 1 Splinter does charge her passive meter, so see how slow that's going? You throw out the 1. That'll charge it a lot quicker. Other cool thing is while she's in the 1 stance, she does not do those 3 fast auto attacks. You can immediately cancel out of her 3 as well to get that knock up, so boom, throw that out. Her 4 has omnidirectional movement speed, so going forward and back is the same, so it's good to run away and face your opponents. And a really interesting one, actually, is the 2. The debuffs decay over the 4 seconds, so it has a 4-second duration on max tide, which is just fully charging it. But we're going to throw out that 1 auto attack right there. So it does 51 for base. We're going to charge it all the way up. Does 61, 59, 55, 53, and then back down to 51. So over the course of that 4 seconds, it slowly decays that protections debuff. And I believe it slowly decays that slow, so it's not as strong. The other thing, too, is that extra scaling on the 2 is extra item scaling. So it's not extra, you don't get 30% more damage with this ability at max. You get 30% extra scaling, just to keep in mind. Anyway, that's some tech information for Charybdis. We're going to move on to the next thing. Hey guys, so I just want to go over a damage combo for Charybdis. First off, you're going to want to try to start out with max tide. You're going to charge up your 2 for the engage. You're going to throw it out, auto 1, and then keep auto attacking them with this. 2 different things that you can do. If you're in a fight and it looks like they're beating you, go into the 3, and then press the 3 again. You can use this to knock them up, get more damage on them, get a knock up, get a free auto attack. If they jump away though, or if they have a jump, I would say the 3 to chase them out, and then chase them out so you can get that knock up. If you're worried about the fight going on a little bit too long though, and you don't really care about the extra damage from 3, immediately just click and knock them up. And we're not going to really use our ult in this fight, because your ult's mostly your getaway ability, if you're running, or if your team has CC'd them and you're able to get a nice group up on them. The ult's also really nice to chase them down too. So if you don't have that 3 or you already use the 3, you can use your ult to kind of run after them. However, your 3 has 40% movement speed where your ult has 35%. So the 3 is better to chase down with. Anyway, though, that's a damage combo for Charybdis. We're going to move on to the next thing. Hey, what the fuck is up, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a video on Charybdis in my It Is E 3v3 Joust series. We got a Sun Wukong and a Baron Sambi on our team. We're going to grab this. We're going to grab tier 1 of Crusher. And then, very obviously, we're going to pick up this Baron's Brew. With their team, Beads. Tier is a menace. And if I can Beads out of something, I can use my 3 for immunity. So that's for the Zeus as well. The 3 makes you damage immune and untargetable. So it can immune the Neithel, the Zeus hits. So my 3 is going to be used sheerly defensively this game. I would like to save that to not be kind of fucked up.
Hiding, are we?
The weak always fall first.
Attack!
Yeah, I wanted to get in there a little bit more, but I didn't want to group up for the Zeus. That's the problem playing with the Zeus. He makes you... Or playing against the Zeus. You gotta position in a certain way. Oh well, I imagine the blue buff's down. Am I right? I'm right. So let's just try to pick up a farm in other places. Boom, 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 boom. Snag those. Let's get this bad boy right over here. Nice. And ideally, we just want to stay in lane, keep farming up until we can grab our crushers. And then after we get our crushers, we'll be looking pretty good. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Don't want to get hit by random shit. Passive's fully stacked, so I'm just doing this to clear. Tyr does have Blink, and they got both beats. He's going to be going the Book of Souls strat, which is going to make him very hard to kill. So you want to pop his Book of Souls, and then you want to go in and attack him.
They were only half as useful as stars.
It's going to make it so he can't damage me right there. Boom! Oh, I forgot it resets. It resets. Damn. Not going to be a kill, but we got a good hit right there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I don't play too much Charybdis. His ult resets. His ult resets. Oh, no shit, right? Maybe I just don't get a lot of kills with it, I guess. Charybdis ult is very strong late game, though. With the resets. Kind of like a Scylla, in a sense. We got the Crusher now. We're going to run over. We got full passive. We don't want to waste that too much, because if we're able to poke, we want to poke with it too. You're going to get that full 40% damage reduction, or protections reductions, which is good for our team. Like, we're the tank shredder, essentially, as Charybdis. That's your job. You hit the tank, and then you go on the tank, and you try to kill him. I want to throw that out over the wall. Make sure nobody's coming out that way. Pick this bad boy up for myself. They are indeed going on their blue buff. Would have loved to have invade, but I don't have an ultimate, and I don't think I have any real kill potential.
Your allies are weak. An enemy has been slain.
Oh god. Let's see if Neith wants to try to ult. And if she does... Nice. I waited a second to kind of boost up the health on that. And I was able to just do the kill on him. It might have been better for me just to shoot it off. And not have him get the chance to kill me. But we killed him, so it doesn't really matter. We're gonna grab our Aussie now. Or pick up a tier 1 Aussie. And we're gonna head on down to lane. So pretty good. Once he gets his Book of the Dead online, he's gonna be very hard to kill. So we kind of want to shut him down early. We're not doing bad. 3 kills for everybody. Our ultimate's gonna be the game changer. That's the thing that we're gonna need to position a little bit more. Ah, she hit me with the tail end of that. Going on the Joust. Oh, that was great. That was great. He kind of kept them off so our Baron Samdi could solo him. And I really do want to push this in. So... Nice. Let's just go in and... Not going to be able to take it all the way down. We're going to be able to do some nice damage. Running. Nice. I got the Neith out, damaged her enough to where she couldn't come back. I used my ult to really just scare them away, essentially. We're going to try and stay and grab those two. Nice. Let's hit him with the U-Rock. Let's stack our passive real quick. Also get some heals. I don't really like how he kind of positioned himself around that. Yeah, and we're just gonna hit this down. Hit him with that so I can get the extra damage. He's kind of zoned out. Let's
Retreat!
let's just grab these real quick. They're fighting, but I really want to get this red buff.
Retreat!
I guess I gotta go in. Oh shit! Nice. Good hit with that. That does a ton of damage. Yeah, this is a really good game. What a waste. Alright, I'm gonna back so I can get a full Aussie now. And I got it. So I'm getting the fuck out of there. And then we're gonna go grab our blue. She decided to turn on me instead of attacking the buff, which would have allowed her to secure it because I didn't quite have enough damage. I'm gonna pick up that bad boy right there, and then some more attack speed with a wind demon. And I'm gonna be going crit this game. Crit, I think the early pen from the crush is really strong. Attack speed, power. It's a good item. It's a very good item on people who or hunters who use abilities. Which Charybdis I feel does good with item procking, you know, effects, but Joust is just so tempo based. It's better just to get the early stuff that's great, which is pen and power. Should we go on this?
Be right back.
I'm gonna go on it. Nope, we're heading back to help him out.
They make this
Nice.
easy.
Came back to save him.
I'm having trouble keeping time. Take it from the top.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back and grab the grab Bull Demon King.
Retreat!
They're actually not coming this way. Let's just fucking grab it. Oh god. That was sort of a bad idea, but it worked out well. They did not think to come this way. Honestly, I think you should wait till Wind Demon before you want to solo the Fire Giant or Bull Demon King. That's probably your best play. Let's grab that. Just movement in general helps your team. Yeah, real good game though. We got 4 kills. The 2 is great for that tier. Just kind of reduce all of his protections and whatnot. And then we can just auto-attack the crap out of him. I'm going to grab on this red buff. They did not get it, surprisingly. Does good damage too, 400. 400's real good. Sadly, I would want to use the ultimate a little bit more this game, but it's more of a... It's more of a, hey, scared ya. You know, try to get you off me that way. Good hits. I'm just gonna get this down. They're fine the way they're playing.
Everything falls to ruin eventually.
Oh, kinda. He juked me. I'm gonna grab that so he can't hit me with that.
An enemy has been slain. Join
Nice.
us and help me end humanity.
And this is game right here. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Good game, good game. So I would finish this off with, oh, let's mute my team. That's kind of annoying. Finish that off with the Wind Demon King. I probably would have gone a Dominance for my pen item, and then finished it off with something that I'm feeling, you know, you could go Crit, you could go like Deathbringers or something, more attack speed, whatever kind of suits your fancy. Teamwork on them. And then with that, GG, WP. Ooh, baby. We got the Battle Voice Pack too. That's nice. Big Dude Bill. Big Dude Bill. Oh, he might have been toxic, because he doesn't look like he was doing bad enough to report. Good damage on our part, as much as the Zeus, which is very commendable. This is my build. Good build on the Baron Samedi. He was doing great that game. Our Sun Wukong went defensive, which I think is pretty good. Zeus, Breastplate of Valor, I wouldn't have gotten that, but he was behind. He was in kind of a tough spot. Honestly, a little bit more damage defensive item. Book of the Dead. Go Book of the Dead. You know, that's what I would recommend. Neith, good build. She's kind of working the same build that I'm doing right here. And then Tyr was just way too aggressive. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.